far as what we're looking at, if I were to say the biggest priority that is immediate right now would be the steam heat system here at the high school. Is about 114,000 square feet, and we have a whole building that's dedicated to the boilers, and the boilers are steam heat, and that's a significant difference from hot water heat or natural gas or even propane. Steam heat is really an archaic way of providing energy efficiency, and it's extremely dangerous when you're talking about the size of boilers that we have at our school system. And when I say it's dangerous to the extent of people with certifications to work on these types of boilers, they're not in this general area. People, when our boilers go down, we have to call people in. We use people from Muskegon, Detroit, and it takes them a long time to get here, and the cost is pretty high and it's significant. And it's very hard to control the climate in this building, which was built in 1961 at the height of the Cold War. It has tunnels throughout the building. It's built like a bunker, believe it or not. And you can walk through the tunnels, and the tunnels are air filtration plenums even. That's the way the building was designed. And it's just not efficient in regards to doing management, and it's hard to keep the climate temperate here because just about all the classrooms except for 4 of them in this whole building are interior classrooms. It's time to change the heating system, and as soon as we go to change the heating system, probably the most efficient way to do it is going to be partially through rooftop units. And once we start puncturing through that and start getting into the piping, all the piping's wrapped in asbestos. Their ceiling tiles are all asbestos, and the vast majority of floor tile is asbestos. Our architects and engineers are estimating that it's going to be somewhere in the ballpark of $7.5 million just to do the steam heat conversion. So that's probably the most important part, because there are days when we come in here real early in the morning and we're wondering if we're going to be able to have school or not, because if we can't have these boilers functioning, it just wreaks a tremendous amount of havoc. And we don't have emergency generator backups. When they go out, the pool, could be in major problems. We've had lots of flooding as a result. Emergency generators are also part of the plan. It's a safety issue as much as anything else, and it's a good insurance policy for us for the investment that we have as a community in our buildings. That's a big part. Also, we've surveyed the staff several times, and one of the biggest things that the staff wants, the community wants, is they'd like to have new playground equipment for the kids. That's right at the top. And I would agree. When I was a student, we had playground equipment that's still in use today. Playgrounds are a pretty expensive venture, so to have good playground safe areas for our community to use, we'd like to have that in play. Some of the desks were old when I was a student here at the high school particularly. We're sitting a little better over at Richardson, but over at the high school,